Hey ladies, I'm Natalia and welcome back to REBELLE, a channel where we go through super effective workouts, where we go through real tips for real women, and where we discuss the importance of self-love and confidence, as well as some insanely ridiculous Instagram trends like hip dips. First the thigh gap and now this. I mean, come on ladies, enough is enough. In case some of you don't know, there has been a trend going on Instagram about a certain area of her body that most of us were probably not even aware of before this came to light. And before we've even had time to process what it even is, social media is already making us feel self-conscious about it. There are these damn things. Yes, I have them and so do you. Let me tell you, everyone has them. So stick around to find out what hip dips actually are and why you can't fix them. Subscribe for a genuine approach to fitness and self-love, and you should definitely join my Facebook group, which is linked below, to join a growing community of strong, like-minded women where we share our fitness journeys together. So what are hip dips? Hip dips occur when your hip bone is located slightly above your femur, causing muscle and fat to cave inward. For some of us women, it'll be more visible, likely because you have a higher hip bone or you have wider hips. But don't confuse hip dips with a muffin top. Muffin tops are caused by an excess fat. So of course, to get rid or reduce your muffin top, then you should reduce your excess fat. But losing that excess fat will actually only help get rid or minimize your hip dips to a certain extent, depending on your body type and your muscle and fat distribution. So does everyone have them? Yes, it's the way our body is shaped naturally. We've always had hip dips. It's always been a part of our natural woman body, but Instagram has decided that now it's become a problem. And so I see girls endlessly trying to fix their hip dips through certain types of exercises and training or through plastic surgery, when in fact it's something we've always had and all of us have it. Yes, you heard me right. I have them. You have them. Even men have them. It's just that for men it's less pronounced because they have less pronounced hips, let's say. But we all have them. And yes, some of us may have it a bit more pronounced than others, but it's not because you have hip dips that there's something wrong with you or there's something you need to fix. In fact, don't try fixing them at all, and here's why. You can't get rid of them. You can't completely get rid of hip dips. It's not possible. You can potentially reduce how apparent they look, but completely getting rid of them is not going to happen. There isn't even a muscle around that area to train. I see so many girls trying to train their way out of hip dips, but it's just not possible. There's nothing to train in that dip that you have. The only way that you can potentially make it less apparent is if you have some love handles or some excess fat that's making it look more apparent than it could be otherwise, in which case, yes, losing that fat will make them less apparent and less pronounced, but otherwise you can't completely get rid of them. Some booty building programs will try to sell you the idea that with their exercises and their specific program that you will therefore be able to get rid of your hip dips, but that's not true. Unless you have, to begin with, less pronounced hip dips, it could improve, but other than that, it's not possible. So grow to love them. In fact, look at female bodybuilders or girls who are very, very lean and very muscular. You will see that even they didn't get rid of their hip dips because there's just not a muscle to train there, okay? So remember that. And hip dips are beautiful. They're a part of our natural woman body and we should celebrate them like the rest of our bodies. And instead of just picking on little details of our bodies that no one even noticed before until it suddenly became a thing. So stop beating yourself up about it. We all have hip dips and they are beautiful because they are the way our bodies naturally look, and we need to stop getting influenced by all of these ridiculous fitness trends that lead us to believe that certain parts of our body we hadn't even noticed before are not nice or not up to the recent beauty standards. Realize that Instagram photos and Instagram trends do not always represent reality, so learn to love yourself for who you really are and learn to love your body the way it is naturally. Stay real and stay strong, ladies.